Welcome back, guys. This podcast is once again brought to you by Bloke in a Bar Beer. Thank you for coming on, Denon, you legend.
He's just extended too. What a bloke.
He has.
What a good bloke.
He has extended.
What a good
indeed.
beer.
It's a great beer. We've decided to go with some full strength.
Change it up a bit. Get some full strength blokes down our throat.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know.
It's a Tuesday after all at the Caxton Hotel.
It is. It's a lovely time. So we are enjoying our full strength blokes down our throats. There is the MIDI as well, but we're sort of just feeling there's a little bit extra in the air tonight.
Different strokes, different blokes.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
They say.
But we just keep pumping hard anyway.
If you want to get some blokes down your throats, what should you do, Josh?
Well, you should come to the Caxton Hotel first of all and get some. They've got both the MIDI and
the full strength.
Also
on tap at the Caxton.
Also on tap, which is lovely. But if not, go to blokeinabar.com, put in your postal code, and you can find where your nearest stockist is.
And if there is nothing on there anywhere near you, go to your local and tell them to fucking pull their finger out and order something.
Exactly, because
it's
bloke
simple.
Is superior. Bloke should be down everyone's throat. Now, I'm just trying to find here. There is a little location where you can find all of these. Bloke MIDI is now in all liquor legends across Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, and the ACT. So
you've
guys,
got no excuse.
There's plenty of liquor legends around. I think we all become legends when we drink liquor. So take from that what you will. Responsibly, of course. Anyway, if not, just go to blokeinabar.com. All right, guys, welcome back to another edition of the lower grade letdowns with Klutz and Dust. Dust, how are we on this fine Monday evening?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Glad to be back at the mighty Caxton Hotel once again.
Great establishment, great people. Thank you for having us once again.
Not going to lie, prepare yourself for a very intellectual discussion about this week's NRL because I watched a total of 0 games. Actually, 1 game, and that was the Broncos game.
See, I watched a little bit of footy.
Oh, good.
All right. Now,
that's good.
If people are coming here for a very in-depth rugby league chat, well, you're not going to get it.
No.
That's not what we're out here for.
No.
We're just here to comment on the games and some things we saw. And
I feel like there's a few new listeners as well. We should probably say that our Wednesday podcast is all about the week of rugby league, and the Friday podcast is just general shit chat. Yeah. Yep. So welcome to the Wednesday pod.
Yep. So look, without further ado, we're going to cover off round 21. Yeah, I don't know. As we heard on some other reels we were watching earlier, some people just don't fucking get sayings.
Don't really know what you're talking about, but sure.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to call them out because that'd just be rude. So anyway.
Sure.
Things we are going to call out is the Broncos' poor performance against the Roosters. Mate, talk us through it.
You know when you go to a shopping centre in like a shit suburb?
Yep.
And you see cars up on bricks?
Yep.
Without wheels?
Yep.
That's the Broncos right now.
Fuck.
The wheels have fallen off.
Jesus. That bad?
It's not good. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't mind him losing, but like that was just an atrocious effort, really.
Can I put my little spin on what I think needs to happen?
Yep. Tamari Martin at 1.
Yes.
Yep, I agree.
That's legit the only change you need to make.
Yep, 100%
because
agree.
That was a winning formula.
Yeah, we missed Paddy Carrigan, but I don't think that was the difference in like our performance pre and post hip drop.
Exactly, bro. Now, I just hope that Kevy can put the team above himself, I suppose. I know he's going out there trying to prove that he could just win with the crop of players that he's got for next year.
Yep.
You know, I think it'd be very selfish to drop Mr. Martin.
Yeah, me too.
And keep him out because he's going to the Warriors next year. Now, the only reason why he's going to the Warriors next year is because you decided to bring back someone who you fucked off a few years ago.
Yeah.
So,
whose decision was that?
The previous management decision. So, not Benny Ikin.
I know, but like, who's making that call?
Yeah. I would like to say, quick shout out to Ben Ikin. Fuck, he's done well this year. Done very well. Kevy's going well with the coaching, but Benny Ikin has just brought back
Club's been turned around, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, he has. So, quick shout out to him for that.
Broncos have played their cocks back on, so they're no longer cockless.
Yeah, so that's not a good thing we've found out.
It's not a good thing. You want to be cockless.
Exactly. Hopefully Adam can rally the boys for whoever the fuck they've got this week.
And drop his cock back off like a lizard in its tail.
Yeah, exactly. Now, early game Friday.
Melbourne Storm.
2-game winning streak to the Melbourne Storm against the two shittest teams in the comp.
Hey.
We're back, baby.
Win's a win, man.
Exactly.
Win's a win.
So, it's
what do you want them to do, lose?
No, definitely not. So, it's good to see the boys back in the winning circle once again. Munster at fullback is fucking sensational. Like, That was
impressive. Not that surprising though, is it?
No, but he was a fullback, man. That's the thing is that we've just been blessed with like a plethora of fullbacks over the last 10 years, I'd say. All these dudes coming through. You have a look at people that are in the NRL now or former. So Billy Slater, of course.
Melbourne Storm.
Cameron Munster.
Melbourne Storm.
Jerome Hughes.
Melbourne Storm.
Nico Hines.
Melbourne
Ryan
Storm.
Pappenhausen.
Melbourne Storm.
And I'm definitely missing out a couple there because there was someone I was just thinking of. But that's okay.
It's fine.
What I'm trying to say is we've got a fucking lot of boys. Oh, Scotty Drinkwater.
Scotty Drinkwater.
Yeah, applied his trade at East Tigers, then at Melbourne Storm, and now he's up in fucking North Queensland.
Coming second, yeah.
Yeah. So we produced fullbacks down there that we could just make play other positions because, you know.
Yeah, you only need one fullback, really, don't you?
Exactly. So shout out to them. Munster had 3 tries and basically cured world peace.
Yep, world hunger, no more. World peace, no more.
Because everything he did
the war in Ukraine has stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
All because Cam Munster played fullback.
Shout out to Cam Munster. He is the difference. Now, Manly v. the Eels. Manly season is officially over.
Yeah.
110% officially
you hate
over.
to say it.
Like, it's funny that it happened at the Eels as well.
Yeah.
But Manly season is over.
Yep.
They're not making finals.
No.
That is a...
Where are they currently positioned? I'll check the ladder.
Bro, I think they're 11th maybe?
10th.
Oh, basically 11th.
Yeah. Equal 11th with the Dragons.
So what are the points there? 20? So they're
Roosters 4 points out of the 8.
They're 4 points out of the 8.
How many games to go?
Not enough.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So...
yeah, it's going to be a tough ask for them.
Yeah. Very tough. Very tough ask. So it was a pretty tight game until about the last 20 minutes from what I saw. I was getting a bit nervous because with 20 minutes to go, Sea Eagles are up 20-18, and then all of a sudden, fucking 18 unanswered points.
Yeah.
To the Eels. Sea Eagles just did Sea Eagles things and lost. Next game, Saturday, Rabbitohs 48-10. Did not get a whisper of this game at all, but obviously
South's carved up. I think Latrell Mitchell got hooked because he was playing that well.
He had a double and 8 conversions.
Yeah, and a few try assists, I believe. I saw a stat thing today. He's on fire.
Yeah.
Roosters and South Sydney both found form at pretty good time. Like, obviously, they would have liked to have been higher up than they currently are. I don't know where South is sitting.
Yep.
6. They've jumped the Broncos. There you go. So it's a very strong run home for Sydney and South Sydney, I reckon. Watch out for them.
Is Alex Johnston, anytime try scorer, the safest bet in the NRL?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's ridiculous how much he scores.
Yeah.
And usually I'm like, it's a shame that someone hasn't played representative football. But, I think it's almost good that he hasn't because he just keeps scoring tries, man.
Doesn't miss any games.
And, at the end of the day, it's fucking sick playing representative football. But imagine at the end of your career.
Yeah, being the highest try scorer in the NRL.
Exactly.
That's pretty sick.
In this, sort of era as well.
Yeah, and he's still going. Dude, I'm pretty sure he's our age.
He's our age. He's 27.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this a few weeks ago when it was, him about to get into the top 10. It feels like he's 34.
Yeah, 100%.
But he's still got, 6 or 7 years as a winger, as a finisher. He's just a good finisher, bro.
Yeah. He might score a million tries.
Unlike our friend we talked about last week. He's a great finisher.
He thought he could only finish once.
Friday's pod. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, he's the lowest finisher in the NRL. Yeah. Alex Johnston's the highest.
Yeah, exactly. So good on him. Raiders and Penrith. Now, Penrith get up 26-6.
Making a statement with no halves.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But the talking point from this was not the game. Yeah. Ricky Stewart has to be the biggest child in the NRL. I've never seen anyone make.
He loves throwing the toys out of the cot, doesn't he?
Can you imagine having a fucking 11 or 12-year-old kid live rent-free in your head for the last 12 years?
Yeah, because he made his son cry.
Yeah, he made your son cry when they're on the same team in fucking the Shire. 12
fucking pretty funny
years ago.
Yeah. Weak gutted dog.
It's
pretty hurtful.
It's fucking dude, and the thing, you hear the parents, they're like, oh, very surprised by the comments because we haven't heard from Ricky in 12 years.
Yeah. Reach out, Ricky.
We don't know him personally.
I read this and I later found out that this was fake and not a real report, but I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
The sack report breaking. Salmon hits back at Ricky Stewart's comment saying, yeah, well, at the end of the day, he has to show up to work every day for a shitty team located in the most boring city on planet Earth. I stay winning. Per sources.
If that was real.
I was like, please tell me this is real. I was fucking pissing myself.
Yeah, but
when Eden said it's fake, I was like, can you please delete your message?
Oh, mate, from a place called the Sack Report.
Yeah, I don't know.
But to be fair, reading something like that, you just assume that's true. But
funny.
Yeah, look, if Ricky gets a suspension, fair enough. I think Ricky needs to...
How do you suspend a coach, though? Like,
he's not allowed to do anything. He can't have any contact with the team, you know what I mean?
On the day?
No, throughout the whole week. So he can't run training sessions and all that. So it's really weird, dude.
There's no way he has no contact with the team. It's like the live band in the stadium. You can't enforce that.
Yeah, I think they legit check like phone records and shit like that. So there's a similar thing, just to go off topic a little bit. There's a similar thing happening in the NFL at the moment where there was this crazy fucking theory that got leaked. So long story short, the Dolphins have sucked for a long time, Miami. Yeah. They had this head coach that almost took them to the he's done really well with them over the last few years. He started getting them. He's this African-American fella, and they just fired him out of the blue. And he started suing the NFL for like defamation and saying this is unfair dismissal, all that sort of shit. He's ended up winning his case because they've dug deep and they've found out that someone who's in line to become one of the owners or executives at the Dolphins started talking to Tom Brady back in 2019 to come to the Dolphins, and he'd become a part owner and an executive, and he could also potentially play. And then they started talking to a head coach, Sean Payton from the Saints. But basically, this went on for 2 or 3 years. Now, the ramifications, how this is saying, the ramifications is the owner of the Dolphins has been banned from going to Miami, like, to the team's games. He can't be around the facilities. He can't go to his fucking team that he owns for, I think it's 7 weeks.
Shit.
So he can't go to any of the games, any of the home games, I believe. Can't rock up to his fucking suite, anything like that.
Fuck.
He's not allowed to have any contact with the organisation.
That's so
It's basically
hectic.
just like Jesus take the wheel and hope that they steer
the
it in the right
assistant
direction.
coach is going all right.
But like that NFL one, man, is fucking it's insane the shit that was coming. Because like you read it and it's like Tom Brady to the Dolphins and he would retire and then he would come back and he'd play for this and he'd get part ownership. It's like, that's so fucked. Like that would never happen. That's such a bullshit story. And it's literally been found out to be true. It's been a 3-year process. Fuck. But yeah, it's a thing, man. People get banned from fucking in the NFL as well. A few years ago, they did the Bounty Gate thing where the New Orleans Saints got done for, they gave their defensive players bonuses for injuring star players of other teams. So they were like over
weak
a
gutted
season
dogs.
or two. Yeah, they were genuinely weak gutted dogs. And they got, the coaches got bans for a few years, the players got bans and shit like that, but they were going out and purposefully like late hitting and injuring people.
Fucking hell.
So, yeah, there is a way they could do it, but.
Sharkies, next game, Sharkies 24 beat the Dragons 18.
A malt killer for the time being.
I reckon Dragons dug deep there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak into the 8. They're 11th.
Dude, I feel bad for the Dragons, man, because Anthony Griffin's been copping all this shit about being a shit coach, but like, they're not doing that bad. Nah. And they don't have that great of a roster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they lost Frizzell.
Yeah.
Tarek Sims has been literally trying to kill people.
Yeah.
The whole year. They don't really like.
They don't have star-studded lineup.
Bro.
Yeah, they got Ben Hunt. Yeah.
But they don't have.
Bro, they got an easy run home.
Yeah.
They've got the last game, round 25 against the Broncos, chalk that up as a loss.
Yep.
But they've got Tigers, Titans. Where did I just read it? Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
Like, winnable games, out the 3 out of 4.
The problem is they're going to have to rely on
other results
to lose.
Yeah.
A lot of those games.
Someone's going to have to drop out of that 8, aren't they?
Yeah. But yeah, look, valiant effort by them. At this point, guys, actually, I almost did big on a fucking pick the line bet. So I'm going to stick with that for the rest of the year now. I got 6 out of 8, which at this time I wouldn't say I thought it was going to happen, but I was like, fuck, like.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic is the best way of looking at it. I was at a 50th on Saturday night and I saw the scoreline and I was like, oh, awesome. Like, we're doing okay here. And then I just saw a message later on being like, oh, Klutz's malt's dead. So I just didn't look. Just kept pounding espresso martinis and, yeah, that was it.
One way to drown away the tears.
Fucking oath. Now, next game, Doggies and Cowboys was very tight until just after half-time. So, if you have a look, man, I believe at half-time it was 10-all.
Really?
So, it was an 18-4 second half. But Addo Carr scoring in the first minute, whatever.
Yeah.
Good on him. But, yeah, I think it was the Scotty Drinkwater show in the second half. He scored a double towards the end of the game. He's been playing off his dick.
He has been playing off his dick, which is scary coming into finals. Well, like, good, but, like, you know what I mean.
It was really weird that it was up in Bundy, though.
Yeah.
I'm still wigged out that the game was in Bundaberg.
It's an away game for the Cowboys. Slightly unfair, but, you know, what are you going to do?
But it's good to see the game growing in a lovely region that holds a lot of love in our family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Cowboys are just fuck, man. Everyone's gonna look back at their preseason predictions and go, "Wow, we fucked up."
Yeah, I think even early in the season, like once the season had started, I remember it being like round 5 and the Cowboys were like $3 to beat someone, and I was like, "That's fucking absurd. Why are they paying that much money?"
That?
Yeah,
but I think the big thing I have seen from like this season as well, and just looking at this game because these two teams were predicted to be down the bottom now.
Yeah.
The Doggies, for most of the season, was shit.
Yeah.
But since they fucked off Trent Barrett, they've
been all right,
fucking good, man.
Yeah.
And you have a look at who's coming in next year. Potentially Crichton. They got Kickout coming. They've got Reed Marnie coming.
Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised if they make the 8 next year. Like,
yeah.
They genuinely, if a couple of games went their way towards the end of this season, they're almost in the 8.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty fucked.
Not a bad shout there.
Yeah.
Josh.
Thank you. And then, wow. The Knights beat someone.
Yep.
The Knights beat the Tigers 14-10.
The Tigers.
What an absolute shit show of a game.
Yeah, way to round out the round.
So it's got...
Poor choice of words there, round out the round. But
look, forgive me for not watching this game at all. It says here there's highlights. I don't know how you can have highlights from this game. Just running my little eyes over it. There's a try in the 5th minute, a try in the 17th minute, and a try in the 30th minute to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Boom. That's them done.
Yeah.
So they played 50 minutes without scoring a point then. And then Tigers scored in the 52nd and the 61st minute. So, like...
sounds like a riveting game.
Sounds like a riveting game at Old Campbelltown.
I can't remember exactly what my bet was last week, but I know it involved the Broncos. So it didn't win.
Shot from the start. Yep. Yeah, so where my bet went wrong, I had the Sharks at the line, which was 9.5. So I needed to win by 10 or more. They only won by 6. And then I needed West Tigers to win by 6 or more, and they lost by 4. So,
but Knights not favourite for that game. Fucking hell.
No, they weren't.
Right. Well, let's get into round 22, coming to the pointy end of the season, which is fucked.
Yeah. Now
Thursday night, it's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, straight up. I'm going for the line bet again this week. So
I think I might do the same thing. 8 lines in a row. Yeah,
so you got to take what the actual line is. So. Look, this is going to be a tough game. Darcy's just said apparently Jerome Hughes is out.
1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that sucks. But two teams playing without their usual halves.
Fuck, the line's 5.5.
The line's 5.5, is it? Fuck, I think it was 4.5.
I'm taking Storm at plus 5.5.
So I've gone the Storm.
I think
there.
Panthers will win, but not by 6.
I think it's going to be a very tight game.
Yeah, me too.
Next, we've got the Warriors and the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs minus 4.5 for me.
Yeah, so I've gone the Bulldogs line there as well.
We might have the exact same bet this week.
I reckon very close to
Parramatta and South Sydney.
Now, Rabbitohs are heavy faves. I've taken the Rabbitohs line there, I believe.
Minus 3.5, that's what I'm taking.
I think so. I think
that's only a try. They should win one more than that, I think.
I think the other betting company I'm using has some slightly different lines, so maybe I should be looking at what the lines are beforehand. But anyway, Roosters Cowboys. I've taken the Cowboys line here because somehow
the Roosters are favourite.
The Roosters are favourite.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, dude? Like,
that is so fucked. Man. Do the Cowboys have injuries or something?
No.
The team list won't be out yet.
So I've got the Cowboys line at 3.5, which is
I got
lovely.
2.5. Like, that just seems ludicrous.
I don't think they've got anyone out. It might be because the Roosters just put some good points on the Broncos.
Yeah, but the Broncos played shit out.
Yeah, exactly. And the Cowboys are playing good footy.
Yeah.
And they're not missing anyone at the moment, man. So
this is a tough one, I reckon.
Yeah, this is very tough.
Sharks, Tigers. The line's 12.5.
So I got the line at 13.5.
Yeah, right.
I've taken the Sharkies though, man.
Yeah.
Sharks coming third. I was a little bit disappointed with how they played against the Dragons to give up that lead, I suppose. But fuck, man, Jackson Hastings isn't playing for the Tigers, and he's like the lifeblood of that team.
Yeah.
So that's why I just think the Sharkies are going to put it on, but don't be swayed by my words. Obviously, gone the Broncos line here.
Not confident in that, hey. 16.5 is massive.
But yeah, see, this is the problem with who I've gone with. For Tab, the line's 18.5.
Oh, fucking hell.
So
the lines have been all over the joint.
The lines are all over the joint. I thought the bookies were meant to be lined up.
Some are better on here, yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. Fucking who knew betting companies were trying to take your money?
Yeah.
Now I think I've gone the Canberra line here, -5.5.
That's where we differ, Josh. I'm going St. George.
Yeah, which is fair enough, man. I was tossing that up.
I would be surprised if the Dragons win this. Yeah, I'll probably tip the Dragons. So
I wouldn't be either, but I've gone the Raiders -5.5 here. They played shit last week. I think they're going to lift for Ricky because for some reason they like that cunt down there.
Yeah.
But he's possibly the most toxic man in rugby league. And then I've just rounded it off with Manly -6.5 against the Titans. But
I've gone the same. We pretty much have the same thing, except I've gone the Dragons. Yeah.
So what odds did you get for that one?
169.83.
Yeah, nice. I got 174.18.
I might build that on the same bookie as you, so I get the same odds.
Lines and shit. Oh, dude, you do whatever you want.
Going to be some good games this weekend, though.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm pretty keen for that. In other sporting news, shout out to our Commonwealth Games athletes for getting us to 1,000 gold medals.
I think today is the last day. Yeah. So if you're listening to this, sorry.
I was watching the javelin yesterday.
Yeah. Did we win that or come second or something?
Came first and second.
Oh, really?
In the women's. Yeah, it was fucked, man. Like, this chick, I think her name was Little, on her first throw, she threw like 64 something. Her fifth throw, she just beat it. And then the other Aussie chick was trailing her from the first throw the whole time, but she's the world champ. On her last throw, so she threw second last and the chick who was coming first threw last. On her last throw, she beat it just.
Oh.
And the other chick fell just short, so she ended up getting second, but she was leading from the first throw.
The Aussie double.
Yeah, but they were both like so stoked.
Yeah.
But yeah, the world champ ended up winning. I think Peter Bowl got second, which sucks. They were G'ing him up heaps.
See the bloke in the 1500?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Sick. Dude, what you should watch the men's 400 meter final. It is so weird. This guy comes from nowhere and wins it and then starts like rolling around on the ground. He's from Namibia or something. It's fucking weird as. Yeah, I'll show you after this. If you're listening, fucking look it up. It's so strange.
It's weird, man.
Drug test the man.
Commonwealth Games, like, I don't watch religiously or try to watch as much as the Olympics, which is like, it sounds bad. It's no less of a competition, I suppose. Like, what, you just don't have America, China, and Russia there, basically.
Yeah, so it is kind of less of a competition.
So it is a bit of a lesser competition.
But still
like,
fucking
it's
hectic.
Still hectic as, man. And fuck, we've been breaking records left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
So shout out to all them. Also, the Wallabies are on top of the rugby championship.
Yeah, get the fuck in there, boys.
Get the fuck in there, boys.
Stop the count.
Yeah, it was. I think we were down at half time.
Are New Zealand like 4th or 5th or something?
They'll be coming. Yeah, they'll be coming last.
Suckers.
But man,
when do we play?
I don't know if you saw the video. Well, not for a while.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if you saw the video.
No, but I know what you're about to talk about.
The tackle.
Yeah.
Do yourselves a favour if the dude's fine. He's not dead, but go have a look at the tackle on Bowden Barrett.
Yeah.
This guy, Bowden Barrett, jumps up for the ball, and this dude initially looks like he's going for the ball, and then he just turns his head and looks straight at Barrett's legs, takes them out, and fucking Barrett literally gets like tombstoned by an invisible force.
So fucked.
It is so fucked. But man, I don't think New Zealand will win the rugby championship this year. I think it's going to be between South Africa. I think South Africa might win it. The Wallabies, if we can do well against the Saffers over here, we're in with a real shot. But I think the Saffers will beat New Zealand next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think once that happens, watch fucking New Zealand sack their coach.
Yep.
Because they've all been calling for it for ages. They chose the wrong dude. Apparently, they're all boys club, and he was like the assistant to the previous coach. So they kept him, and he just fucking
no good.
Sucks. But it also could be everyone else is getting
like
better.
A religion over there as well, so they'd be not happy at all.
Man, it's ridiculous. Like, Union Cop's a lot of shit over here, but if you have a look at it on an international stage, it is fucked.
Yep.
How many people are playing, and how many nations play. Like, shout out to Chile. Who got in the World Cup
Chilean listeners out there.
Yeah, all that Chilean.
Did they beat the USA?
Yeah, they beat the USA to get into the World Cup, which is insane.
Hectic.
But it's just, I don't know. The World Cup will be fucking sick to watch. Everyone get around that next year. But otherwise, don't think there's much else in the old sporting world.
No, nothing else really that I know of.
Oh, we won the first T20 gold in women's cricket.
Huge. Is there men's cricket at the Common Games or just women's?
It's the first time they've ever had cricket.
Weird. Why would they do that?
Because there's such a hectic schedule of cricket at the moment. I don't know.
Whatever.
It's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird.
What cricket's on at the moment? Like, they're probably in the subcontinent somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to the SEN with HSP, Adam Gilchrist. Cricket's scat, man. That's all I'll say. If you guys want to hear a good yarn from Adam Gilchrist, go check that out as well.
I haven't heard it.
It's very good.
Favourite player ever. He's the whole reason I banked with Suncorp.
Really?
Yeah. When I was little, I walked into the Chermside Shopping Centre to set up my first ever bank account. When I say little, I was like, however old I was when I started working, like 16 or something.
Yeah, right.
And there was a cutout of Adam Gilchrist out the front of Suncorp, so I went in there and signed up.
Jesus.
Still with
marketing at its finest.
Still with him.
Is he still with them?
I don't, no idea.
Adam Rich.
I'm actually pretty sure ANZ just bought Suncorp, so.
Yeah. Might be time to look for a new bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
If any banks out there want to sponsor us, reach out. I don't know why, because like they're not going to give me free money. Well, anyway.
We'll just get you to change your funds to that company.
Yep.
Anyway, with that, we will see you on the Friday pod. Thanks for listening.
Bye now.
Give him heaps. Bye.